Uh, my name is Darrington Clark. I'm the artistic associate for KCRep, and I've been involved with KCRep as a performer and somebody who could come in and do readings for, oh my gosh, maybe 6 or 7 years now. But I have been in the artistic associate position from the top of this year. I started in January. In my position at KCRep, the casting director portion of it, I think, is a little easier to identify and break down. I am in charge of facilitating auditions, seeking out talent for upcoming seasons and productions at KCRep, and I also get to facilitate how those auditions are run. I get to be in communication with both our actors and directors and making these schedules and closing the loop with our general manager, Amy Owen, to send offers to people and make sure that they're all set up when it's time to perform here. The artistic associate part is a little bit harder to describe, but it essentially means that I'm connected with our artistic director, Stuart Carden, and associate artistic director, Morgana Wilborn. I get to be in those meetings regarding season planning and how the work that we do in our community ripples and affects the other people, community partnerships. I get to be a part of all of those conversations and offer my opinions and resources and knowledge as a KC local. I started my initial career in terms of the arts rather late. Kansas City is full of a vibrant youth arts and theater scene. In addition to the summer classes that KCRep offers, there are a lot of different organizations that you can get training from a young age, but that just wasn't the path that I took. I discovered performing as a viable career in college. And so while most of my peers in this area had been taking dance and vocal training since they were 2, I was fully an adult before I discovered how much I loved it. And it led to, and I'm so grateful for, a pretty successful performing career, both in Kansas City and around the Midwest area. From 2016, where I did my first professional show in Kansas City, to now, I've worked in about every professional and honestly most of the community houses in Kansas City. And that is really where I thought I was going to stay for a while. But an opportunity arose here at KCRep to be connected to our community in a different way. And it felt like a perfect way to take the skills that I had been garnering as a performer and put them behind the table so that I can be, again, someone who can outstretch and give resources to the people who are like me. I have a very soft spot in my heart for Flood. This was the first absurdist play that I ever got to work on. It made me feel like such an artist to get to be in that space with people creating something brand new. We were the world premiere of the script. And it was special to me because before I hadn't really been able to work at the Rep in a professional capacity as an actor in a show, but Flood was an opportunity that I got to come in and do a workshop of the piece with the playwright. And then when the show was programmed into our season a few years later, I was asked back to actually get to be in the production, which is not something that typically happens. If you get to be a part of the developmental stage, sometimes you get brought along with the process and most of the time you don't. So to get to be on the true ground floor of something that was being made on stage was really, really wonderful, and I'll never forget it. I have this theory or this mindset, maybe it's a philosophy because I'm certainly following it now, that of all of the forms of entertainment, there is something truly special about live theater. It can move you, it can affect you in a way that TV or movies or anything else, concerts, all of these things are very powerful in their own right. But live theater being a mirror into what is happening in our world and our society right now can be so effective in change. I love knowing that the people that I grew up with and the people that I went to school with and the people who I'm connected to on a very natural level get this passageway to come in and see this thing that I'm very passionate about. And so I love getting to bring my family, my community, my friends into my art. I dream for a regional Tony for the Kansas City Repertory Theater. I dream for multiple programs that are not only for youth, but are also for adults to come and work on their craft together or be excited about theater. At the end of the day, I'm a theater nerd, and my biggest dream is to make theater with my friends. And I've gotten to do that in a variety of ways as a performer, but now I have so many more options to bring that to the community. My biggest dream is to bring our artist community together just for the sake of being together. It's not to gain something or get a job or have something else on your resume, but just for the love of the game and the love of the craft, come together and help each other, give each other critiques, give each other encouragement and support, so that we as an entire Kansas City artist community gets lifted up. And I think if there was one organization that could take that on as a responsibility, it would be KCRep.